Welcome to the Oakdale Parks and Recreation Commission on February 18th, 2025. We are in the Oakdale City Council chambers. We're calling to order. Julie, will you take the roll call, please?
Commissioner Berth,
Present.
Commissioner Cunningham,
Here.
Commissioner Meyer,
Here.
Commissioner Prosser,
Here.
Commissioner Shore.
Good. All right. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you for that. Everybody look at the agenda.
Yes.
Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
I'll approve.
Jan, can I get a second?
Second.
Glenn? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve the agenda is passed. Everyone look at the minutes for November 19th, 2024. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a
Jan?
motion.
Second?
Second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Passed. Okay, now this is open forum. If there's anybody here that would like to come up, and you get 3 minutes to address a commission. All right, we will close that. Next, we have any old business for the commission to review. I don't believe we have any old business. New business, we have a new commissioner, Mike. Is it Prosser or Prosser?
Prosser, yes.
Prosser. Welcome to the
you.
commission. You want to say a little bit?
Just that I've lived in Oakdale for just over 2 years, and I'm excited to get involved in helping out local government.
All right.
Welcome,
Welcome
Mike.
aboard.
Mike. Welcome.
Okay, next we have nominations for the chair and vice chair. At this point, we'll be taking motions for both the chair and vice chair.
I'll make a motion
For
to nominate
who?
you,
Nominate Steve for.
Steve, for
chair.
chair.
Any other motions on vice chair or chair?
Oh, should I also make a, if I want vice chair
Do
motion?
vice chair also, sure.
Glenn Giacoletto.
Okay. Any others? Okay. I'm making a motion to close the nominations for chairperson and vice chairperson. Can I get a motion first?
I'll motion that.
And can I get a second?
Second.
Okay. All in favor? We're
Aye.
good.
Aye.
Okay. Now, please fill out your ballots. Chairperson and vice chairperson.
I always forget how to spell your last name. But it's like,
Anyway, yeah, all right, that's fine.
I looked it up.
Okay. I just-
Okay, we have 4 votes for Steve Meyer as chair and 4 votes for Glenn Giacoletto as vice chair.
All right.
So we can go ahead and
The motion?
make a motion
Okay.
for both.
Get a motion to elect Steve Meyer for the position of chairperson for the period of 1 calendar year, commencing with tonight, correct? Can I get a motion?
I'll motion that.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Need a motion to elect Glenn always have trouble with his last name.
Giacoletto.
Giacoletto for the position of vice chair for a period of 1 year, starting today. Can I get a motion?
I'll motion.
Second? Here we go. We're rocking. All good. Thank you,
You gotta
everyone.
let Mike, you gotta get in there quicker than us.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Next, staff. Who wants to start? Jeff?
Sure. Good evening. Just go over a couple things got written down here. Obviously, this winter has been it's probably some of the best ice we've had in like 8 to 10 years. So the unfortunate thing is it's been so cold. I don't know if a lot of kids are out skating in this, but it's crazy. A couple times at night I've went by some of the rinks. They're skating, but probably not as much as wait till next week, right? 30, 40 degrees. So maybe even 50 during the day, they said. So we can look forward to that next week. Touch base on our CIP project for the Walton LED lighting at fields 1 through 4. That was completed last week. Took them about 3 weeks with weather, and when they started, it was real cold, and then we got that nice week and a half, and they really trucked through it then, and they did the fine tuning last week. I met with Kilmer Electric on, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and they might have to come back in the spring and do a little tuning on the lights, setting them up aiming-wise, but for the most part, when they set them, it's they've got the degree of angles are all in the plans, so might be some small tuning they have to do to come back. So, and work the smart system that runs it. We can now run it from a phone that comes with the system, so, which is nice. We'll have to get the staff and parks guys a little trained in on that. So, and then also the parks and forestry crews are working on tree removals, hash borer stuff, and a couple of the parks, boulevard stuff. So we've been working on that, assisting the forestry crew with cleaning some of them up and getting them removed off our boulevards and parks. And then snow removal crews, it's been a pretty easy winter, really. I mean, we've had a couple in the last maybe 2 or 3 weeks, but nothing huge, right? It could be 2 years ago where we're pounding the pavement every other day. So, but it's good. The guys get out there. We had trail sidewalks. I know we completed everything on Saturday with the crew was in it early morning. Then we got everything done by, I think we were out of here by 2:30 on Saturday afternoon with everything wrapped up. So, and then on the downtime, we're not downtime, but on our slower time, and we'll probably work on this, really hit this in March too, coming up, is we're prepping to move. We'll be moving to our new facility over on 32nd in Granada. So we're going through everything at our shop, what we're taking with, what we're not, some of the stuff is there probably 40 years, right? And finding knickknacks of stuff. So we'll weed through all that. It'll be a process, but so we've started that this winter, and so when we get to summer where we get busy with fields and stuff, we're not going to have the time. So
You have a garage sale on all that old stuff?
yeah, it's all going to your front yard, Steve.
I'll win the art award.
There you go.
Well, the
But-
Lions Club is having citywide garage sales
Yeah.
in May.
You're going to have a lot to sell. But no, it's so we have to go through that, all that stuff, and it'll be a big move. But it's sort of we're finding a lot of stuff too that this was from 25 trucks that we don't even have. So whatever, it's just equipment, and a lot of some of it'll go to the auction, and the auditors have to deal with all that stuff. So. Other than that, we're just keeping busy. So
Exciting that you're moving into the new place.
it is. It's sort of nice. This last week, they started tipping walls over there. So all the dirt work, you see them do all the footings, and now there's actually a structure where it's starting. So it's sort of neat to drive by. I go by there every day going home. So to see it come a reality is pretty neat for all the planning. And so, yeah, and it is pretty neat. It's going to be a nice facility. So. Stand for any questions, comments?
Will there be a buckthorn or any project this spring at the Discovery Center?
I do not know that, Glenn. I'll talk with Tim and find out for sure. But, yep, I'll find out. Tim and get back to you on
Do
that.
we have any numbers for the rinks? Did we?
I'm going to I think Julie's got it in her report. I don't want to steal her thunder there. And I know, I don't know as far as number-wise, but maybe Julie has that. I just know she's got it in her report, so.
What are we going to talk about?
We'll do it on the commission thing. Yeah.
What I can report is, we normally do our year-end report with all the specific numbers at the warming houses. But what I can say is that the hockey rinks have seen a lot of skating during hours that we typically don't. So not as much at the Walton Pleasure Rink, but the hockey rinks have definitely seen increased skating numbers.
That's good. I see them too.
Yeah.
Earlier and their kids are out there. Okay. Any questions for Jeff? I'm sorry. Okay. Julie?
Sure. So I have the February report. Just a few things. Our spring newsletter is out. Hopefully everybody received that, and that will cover the months of February through May. So we've been busy taking new registrations for all of those programs. Also, our new software, Civic Rock. We've begun taking online registrations for that. So that is new for us. Typically, we used to just take those registrations over the phone and in person, but now we have the ability to allow them to do those online registrations. People are catching on slowly, but it's really nice.
Ah.
Yeah. We've also added Willowbrook to that, so people are realizing that that's an option for a shelter reservation. So we've taken a few reservations for that. So we're really excited about the online option.
I think it's great. I tell you what, our parks during the summer with the people there are fabulous. They get used to
Absolutely.
that. So that's good.
Yep,
Great.
yep. The Discovery Center is acting again as the AARP tax assistant site. They are there on Mondays through April 21st, and we are fully booked with tax appointments. So yeah, and we filled those, I believe, in 2 weeks or less. So really successful once again. Another new partnership that we've added, we've increased our programming with ISD 622. So we've got new spring programming with them, which really focuses on youth programs right now. So we're doing youth tennis, youth pickleball classes, youth self-defense, and then we're doing a babysitter certification class. So, we're taking registrations for that, and we'll do some more in the summer and gear those programs more towards families as well.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
Indoor market, having a great season. Hard to believe we only have 3 more markets left. I know, so we're getting down there. It's flown by.
They just started.
It does feel like they just started. I know.
Okay.
That means winter's over then.
We're getting there, right?
We're getting to the summer outdoors.
We're getting there, slowly but surely, right? We've got a few new vendors that we've added. Sweet Moments Company, and they do chocolate chip cookies. We do Crystal Obsession. That's a new one, and that's different type of crystal jewelry. Swag Boutique, which is freeze-dried candies, not freeze-fried. Candies, as it said in your packet, so they're not fried, they're dried. Has anybody tried those? Pretty good. Yeah, they're good. And then we also have Giddy Up Coffee, and that's our new coffee vendor for the year. Snowshoe rentals, now that we have snow, gearing up with all of our snowshoe rentals. Rates are $6 a person, and that's for a 2-hour rental. We recommend making reservations if you have groups 6 or more. So if anybody interested, let us know that you're coming. Jeff mentioned the ice rinks, having a great season. The ice is phenomenal, as he said, and I've commented on the increased participation at the hockey rink. So far, so good. I don't think we're going to continue with the cold weather, so we're always hopeful to push into March. We'll see if that happens.
Just never know.
You just never know, right? Yeah, you just never know. This Sunday, we have our next Sunday bingo event, and that is from 1 to 3 at the Discovery Center. We do have a few more openings, so if anybody knows anybody who's interested, give us
What's
a
the
call.
times of those?
What's that? 1 to 3 at the Discovery Center, yeah. We can still take more registrations, and we'll keep that open through the end of the week for the Sunday bingo.
Okay.
The Best Snow Sculpture of Oakdale contest, taking entries through March 31st for that one. This year's theme is favorite sport. We haven't received any yet, So hopefully people start building their snowmans now that
It
we've got a
slide
little
right in,
snow.
yeah.
Enough to do that.
Yeah, so if you know anybody, tell them to get those entries in. Typically, we receive, 15 or 20 or so. I know it was late arriving snow this year, so maybe everybody's waiting till the end of the season. We'll see. So we'd like to see more come in. Employment opportunities, we're hiring summer recreation program instructors, and those application and job descriptions are available on our website. We'll take those applications through the end of March, and then we do interviews in April. So we typically hire 8 to 10, depending on program needs and things like that. So send them our way if you know anybody who's interested in working for us this summer. Our indoor garage sale, that annual event will be Saturday, April 5th, and that is from 1 to 4. We have 23 vendors. We're sold out on that one. We've got a waiting list of 4 or 5, so another big event that we do. 400 to 500 shoppers come in, so looking forward to that one as well. And then lastly, our community walk will resume April 1st, and that runs through October. Participants can now register online, so they don't have to come in person to the Discovery Center. They can just hop on right now, and so those registrations are open. So that's new as well. With that, that's all I have. Stand for any questions anybody might have.
Okay.
Thank
Very
you.
good, thanks. All right, Commissioner updates. Glenn, let's start with you.
I actually have nothing this meeting. Yeah, okay, all right, I may have one.
There we go.
The Lions Club, Maplewood Oakdale Lions Club, is sponsoring an open house on March 27th at the Oakdale Discovery Center. We'd love to have people who might be interested in becoming a Lion, wanting to figure out what it is we actually do, or just what's going on with the club. We'd love to have you. It's from, I better get this right, 1 to 3 on March 27th. So come on down and check us out.
Okay, were you able to get to any of the rinks?
No, the day that I was gonna go was the
Was
day
that
that it snowed.
shut
and
down?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Jan?
I'll continue on. Yes, I was able to get to the rink on Saturday, February 1st at noon to 1. I did have a father and his 11-year-old daughter there. And just to kind of tell you, the Thursday before was the day it went up to 50 degrees. And then
it's a little
Friday was maybe 40s. But when I came at noon, that ice looked great. It was smooth. It was not all pitted as I had kind of thought maybe it would. So I talked to this man. He was already done skating, but his daughter was still out there practicing hockey. And they loved it. He said he takes her to other rinks out around Woodbury and some other areas, but he said he always finds that the Oakdale ones are good. So I was glad to hear that. The daughter, seemed real pleased with them, and I talked to even the attendant there. He said, he's gone to other ones too, and everybody seems to be in agreement. They like the ice there, the warming. I guess you can't really call it a warming house, warming house. Okay. Yeah, it seems to be okay. The only thing I would say is the steps going up to the door is a little bit rickety, kind of when you're, especially if you're in skates, I would think. But and then should I go on with my other?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Oh, so switching over to Wellness 50 Plus, we do have an event coming up on Saturday, March 1st. It's a self-defense course with Glenn Giacoletto, who is one of our commissioners. It's running from 12 to 3, and he will go over martial arts instruction for self-defense. And we've done this before, but he's going to be updating some of the information. And You can either call to register at 651-747-3860, or Julie, should I be telling them to go on that civic rec?
Mhm, they can, sure, absolutely.
Okay, or go on that to, yeah, and so we would like people to sign up in advance, so he knows about how much equipment and stuff to bring and all that,
Sure. Great.
and that would be it for me.
All right. Thank you. Mike, anything?
Well, of course, this is my first meeting,
Yeah.
so I don't have any like true updates, but I can say that I've been to the pleasure rink a couple of times. I know you mentioned few people had. I was most recently there on Friday the 14th. I was the only one there, so I couldn't ask anybody how they liked it, but I liked it. I liked having the place to myself, I guess.
I bet.
Good. Thank you. And I too, like we talked earlier, but when I did my, the same with Glenn, when I was supposed to be there, we shut down because there was snow on the ice. Darn. So I went one night and I missed the attendant because I got there after 8. I just missed him. And there's 2 16-year-old kids there, young men, I should say, and they too, we were having an extremely good ice year, and I asked them if the nets and everything, boards, and they're at the hockey rink at East Side, and all good. It's all good. So we appreciate what you guys do, Jeff, and everything's looking good there.
Steve,
Yeah?
can I do mine over again?
No. Yeah. What do you got?
All right, I got everything wrong that you could possibly get wrong on our Lions Club open house. Thursday, March 27th, from 5 to 8 at the Discovery Center. My bad.
Okay. We good?
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Yeah, so other than that, everything was good with the rinks, so excellent. Thank you, everybody. Councilman Markham, come on up. Welcome.
27.
Thanks for having me. Lots going on with the city, but in terms of the Parks and Rec Commission, the exciting things to note, we were talking about a little bit earlier. Willowbrook West and North will be under construction. So we had an obligation as a part of that development to put in 3 different parks. First park was done last year, and the next 2 are going to be going in. The North Park will be more of a nature park or natural park with some trails, but left more natural by design. The West Park will have a large full-size soccer court, some different amenities for people to enjoy, some pickleball. Everyone loves pickleball. But that'll be exciting to have that process complete at the same time that they continue to build houses and people keep coming to Oakdale. Outside of that, the Parks Plan is finalizing, and thanks to all our residents and thanks to you as a commission for giving all the feedback that you did to help inform what that's going to look like. Now, there'll be a few more tweaks, but it's quickly coming to the point where it'll come to the council where we decide what's going to get funded and how do we prioritize and how do we approach reinvesting in our parks. So an exciting time, and I encourage all the residents that may be watching or watch this in the future to get a hold of your commissioners here, to give them all the feedback you can on what you see as a priority, where you want to see the investments made, and for me as a city council member as well. Happy to talk to anyone who's interested. So those are my updates, but happy to answer any questions.
Do we have the timeline on these parks? They will be done this year?
Yeah, well, they bid in the spring. It's a typical cycle, right? And they do as much as they can, but typically by the fall, they get most of it wrapped up. So I wouldn't anticipate being able to get a lot of use out of these parks over the summer because they'll be under construction. But I think October is when Willowbrook opened up, right?
Yeah.
So similar process.
You know, it just came up, when you said pickleball, and I'm not sure how we would, because it is so popular. Are you going to have people can they reserve these pickleball courts, or is it going to be first come, first serve like pretty much everything else, right? Yeah, okay. Just,
Yeah.
'cause I know it is so popular.
Have to accommodate. I mean, the park right over from Willowbrook in Lake Elmo why am I blanking on the name of that park? Pebbles Park just put in some new courts as well, and they just have zip ties up on there. There's certain groups that have it reserved for certain times, but it'll have to be a discussion with Julie and her team,
Yeah.
how they want to manage it.
Okay, great. Any questions? Everybody good?
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. All right, so here we go. That should do us. Can I get a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
We have a motion second.
I'll second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Our next meeting here at 7 o'clock. Have a good evening.